Menu narration option is set to off.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 4, check 4.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, dude. Big series right now.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, let's go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's it, County! 56. Much 56.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready, 90. Wolf. Coming. You're out. He's crossing.
They'll run on 1st down. Dawson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Toss play, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw, and Adams has it, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Watch the whip. Jam, 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 jam. Cross.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Slam. Watch out.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
51, Mike 51. Quit talking about it.
They'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen forced out to his left. Now he's going to... That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check three. Check. Tight go. Switch.
Now Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill. Go. Kill. Try it. Undercrush. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's Pirine. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Allen now on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Sack City, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check, 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 check. Here we go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He spins free. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 59 yards for him on the ground. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Allen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and Thomas has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You ain't doing nothing today.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Taking it about the 16. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Kill.
Now a give, right side. It's Dawson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 32-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, New Orleans.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 3, check Leo. Check 50, check 50. Hey, check 24, check 24. Switch. Check 43.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On the double. 51. Pick me up. Here we go. Check nickel. Hard. No. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. And that's complete to Adams. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
That's the way. Alpha. 51, Mike 51. 64. 64. Mike 51. And go.
They'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt them. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking long for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
They're going to need some there. Two, fellas, let's go. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Exit. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Watch twins. H3, 2, 18, chopper. Wahoo, 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Double tight. 4 down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. Take it at the 37. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like it's caught inside the 25. And down to the he'll go before heading out of bounds. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. And go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Hey, Mike 50.
Now Pirine. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw, it's Allen, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dawson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First down, Saints.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively, and boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I smell fear now.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Carolina, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's loss number